In this lesson, I'm going to talk about overlaying text on an image. The first question may be, well, why would I want to do that? I can do Fireworks or Photoshop, add another layer, put in my text, and then just lay it over that layer and create an image. Well, if you just want an image, you can probably just go ahead and do that. But in later lessons, we're going to talk about animations and do some other things. So I wanted that text to move on top of that photo, transform, change color, change font size, etc., etc. I've got to have it separately. So I'm going to overlay the text on this image. So let's go ahead and do that first in the code. First is I'm going to have a class that's going to hold my picture. I'm just going to do .pac, and then I'm going to simply put the addressing. The position of it would be relative. So this is very much like we did on the drop-down menus. Can't sometimes talk and type. Position, relative. That's about the only thing I need to do. Next thing I want to talk about is text location. So I'm going to have another class here, text location. Okay. I'm going to make this a class as well, so I'm going to put a period in front of it. Text LOC, wiggly bracket, and then here the position is absolute, just like drop-down menus. Absolute. I can't spell. And then we'll just go ahead and start doing some things. Well, where do I want it? From the top, I want it to move it 10 pixels over. 10 pixels down from the top, over to the right, over left, how many? Whatever, 20 pixels. Okay, there you go. And then I'll show you what this is actually, to be honest, this is the second time I'm shooting this video. So I'll just go over the mistakes that I made, which forced me to reset it. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to leave this as it was. Actually, this is my initial mistake from the last video. So let's go ahead and talk about what we got. Now let's set it up in our body command here. Div class is equal to pic. And then inside that pic, I'm going to do an img source equals Superman .jpg. I've been using that image for a couple of lessons. I'm not going to mess with the height and width. I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's a relatively big picture by default. And then I'm going to do my class that will handle my text. So div class is equal to text LOC. And then what I want to say, this is easy. Okay. And then slash div. And then bracket slash div. This is my setup. Okay. So first thing is I'll show you the mistakes I made. Control S, and it takes some, Control S, refresh, then I get my text. Okay, the first mistake I thought I made was, you notice the background's black. So went ahead and I said, I've figured it out. Just go ahead and change. Okay, I've got, besides the text, I got to change that color. So I do color is whatever, white, and then I did some things, made the font size a little bigger, and made it whatever, 30 pixels. There we go. Okay, so then I hit Control S again, and I got nothing. Okay, so what my mistake was is this position right here. What I did is I ended text location here. It took me a while to figure it out, so I figured to have a video just me just going, what could be wrong. But I do want to point out the mistake that I made. So what I did is I edited my class here, so let's delete that. Now Control S, refresh, and there you go. This is easy. Okay, so that it works. A lot of times also just to, let's go ahead, I'm going to change the text here. I'm going to change color to be blue. Another common tactic, and it's a review of some things we've done before, is IMG. I want to do some opacity, and then 0.3 or 4 or 4 or whatever, and then there you go. So this is generally the common setup you've got. So refresh. So I've got my text nice and clear, blue, with a little opacity on the end. So again, this is overlaying text on images. What this allows me to do later on is then I can get some animations where I've got this is easy text bouncing around all over the photo. Okay, so anyway, end of this lesson, overlaying text on images.